One. I am live. I'm going to give everybody a hot second just so their computer catches up with them. But hello, it's Wednesday. It's time for reading sprints. And I wish I was more excited about the book I'm reading, but I'm going to be reading it anyway. It's going to happen. Anyways, hi everyone. How are you? I just got off work, literally stopped working, came over here, turned on the computer. Anyway, yes, reading sprints tonight. I wish I was more into the book I'm reading, but I'm reading Lasher by Anne Rice. No, that's how I feel about it. You know how like gross Witching Hour was? It's like this book was like, oh, Anne Rice was just like, oh, you thought that was gross? Hold my beer. Like, this one just starts off way worse. Oh my God. But I'm on page 213 of 578. So I'm almost halfway. Lasher. Thanks, I hate it. But I'm peer pressure. I'm reading it for everyone else. I'm doing a public service. Percy Jackson. So the book I'm reading at the moment is The Way of Perfection. Okay. Percy Jackson is fantastic. I'm glad you enjoyed it. 40 more chapters ago. Hey, Alana. Hello, my dear. How are you? Yeah, I thought the first one was bad. I had no idea. Like, this one is just so much worse. Like, who hurt you, Anne? Why are you like this? It's just, can you write not gross sex? Ever? Is that possible? Because I don't think it is. Like, all of the sex she has ever written has been gross or non-consenting or just like, holy shit, why? So there's just so much assault in this book, like a lot. And I'm like, excuse me while I throw up forever. Hey, how are you, Caitlin? So you're reading Babel and Bloodmarked. I really liked Bloodmarked. Yes, those are big chonkers. Bloodmarked, Legendborn is better, but Bloodmarked has more emotional impact. I'll say that. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Hello, how are you? I wish I was reading something I liked more. I hate it. I hate it. It's so bad. I mean, I can't tell if anything's about the church in this. This is just like graphic assaults. Graphic assaults on page. Like chapter 1 is like an interlude, so we're gonna forget that. Let's pretend the real chapter 1. Okay. Someone has sex with a 13-year-old girl in it, and he's a grown-ass man who's near 50. That's chapter 1, everybody. Yikes. It was like, why? And like, she goes into other 13-year-old characters in this book, and why are so many children in this book sexually active? This is a middle schooler. Like, they still have rolly backpacks. Like, I can't fuck with this. It's just, why are you like this, Anne? Fuck. Like, I hate it. It's gross for the sake of gross. Oh, well, thank you for coming. It's just, I want to be done reading it. Yeah. Finish Washing Black by S.E. Eju. I'm not I'm not gonna try to slaughter the pronunciation of that last name. Quasi DNF'd it. Well, I think we're all in the same boat here. Reading things we're like, "Ah, fuck," about. The only, like, thing getting me through Lasher is the fact that as soon as I finish reading, I'm done with it. That's what's keeping me going, and I'm listening at the fastest speed I can on Libby at 3 speed. And here's the thing, Witching Hour, I bought it on Audible because I couldn't get it from the library in time, and Audible lets you go much faster. I wish I could listen to this at 4 speed. Like, frankly, the narrator at 3 speed is even still a little slow. Like, I can't imagine how slowly she's talking at normal speed. It must be glacial. Like, I don't know, but, like, here's the thing, I am not gonna go buy the audiobook. I'm not gonna buy this garbage so I can, like, listen faster. I'm just gonna have to suffer a little bit more. I refuse to give this my dollars. Like, I only have a little bit more to hit my goal for the day. Like, and then I would have hit my goal, and maybe I could, like, stop reading. I don't know. Give myself a treat. Just a treat to stop reading this. Um, let's see. What else do I got? I could try to, like, palate cleanse with, like, a fluffy rom-com because I have another audiobook in my deck here. Maybe I'll, like, do that. I'll hit my reading goal and then, like, move on with my life. Because, oh my god, do I hate this. It's so much worse in the first book. You have an arc that you went on Goodreads? Oh, wow, Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. I love that. That sounds great. I hope you're enjoying. Hello, my dear. How are you, Helen? Makeda, how are you? Thanks for coming and hanging out. Tender is the flesh. Hope you're enjoying. Yeah, Jordan, you're not wrong. It's so much worse because now she's brought children into it. The gross sex involves children in this. Why are you like this, Anne Rice? Who hurt you? Like, I don't get it. I don't see what it adds to the story. It's just like this main character is 13. 13. This is like a middle schooler. If this character, I was praying for 16. Like, this is how low the bar is. If this character was 16, I would feel infinitely less bad. Like, she's still a child and, like, should not be engaging in sex with a 50-year-old man. But 16, like, I feel a little less awful because at least she's in high school. She is 13 years old. She's a middle schooler. She has a rolling backpack, probably. Like, I can't with it. At least I have my line in the sand here. But, like, dear Lord, fucking why 13? Why? Oh, okay. That's the Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. I mean, that sounds right up my alley, like something I would really enjoy. Retelling of Elves and the Shoemaker. Okay. You know what? I don't hate Anne Rice's, like, books. They are bizarre. Like, objectively speaking, they're bizarre. But, like, I was having more fun with, like, Vampire Chronicles than I am with the Mayfair Witches, just because, like, at least Vampire Chronicles, there's less gross sex because vampires don't have sex. So, like, I can avoid this whole thing that I have a problem with. This one, oh my god, why? Like, but this series, it's like, who hurt you, Anne Rice? Why are you doing this? Yeah, that's exactly. I know, it's a full yikes. I know, what happened? Like, girl. Happy, well, it's Wednesday here, so happy Thursday to you, Cassie, in Australia. I'm complaining currently about Lasher. I hate it. Thanks. This is going to be another, when I finish it, I'm going to film the video and, edit it and everything. It'll be out. I will have a full review of this, but like, is it going to be another straight from the bottle video? Like, I'm not even going to bother with a glass. Like, oh boy, it's a lot. Yay. Well, I hope it's good too. I hope you enjoy it. Hey, Sarah, how are you? I know both about Witch's Guide to Fake Dating and Demon. You're summoning a okay, this seems like exactly. That sounds like something totally great I should be reading. For her catharsis for her demons. I know she had like a daughter who passed away, and then she started writing Vampire Chronicles as a way to like cope with that grief because blood, immortality, death is kind of all put into there, especially with like Claudia and stuff. So like I get that, and like I could see her pain in the book, and I appreciate that. I think it gives it like an edge, not an edge, but like a sense of realism that I feel like the author is like really emoting in there. And I think that works for that series. This, I got no fucking clue what axe she had to grind. It's, I can't with it. This is like in the 90s too, 1994. I think this came out. 93. That's how I feel. I hate it. I hate it. Let's see. Your husband too? Yeah, this whole book is an example of hold my beer. You thought that one was bad. Yikes. And I'm just sitting here like, no, I don't want to hold your beer. No. Yeah, I haven't read anything. What's his name? Is it Chris Rice? Christopher Rice. Yeah, I haven't read anything by him, but I think I don't know. I'd try it out. We'll see. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, she is passed as well. So, there's no changing what's happened. Yeah, like who greenlit this and said like, "Yep, this is it." Like I don't get why this character needed to be 13 years old. There's really no reason for it besides yuck. Like she could have been like at least 16, 17 and like I would have been like grossed out, but like considerably less grossed out than 13 cuz that is a child. Like teenager, it's like you could be a very well developed teenager maybe, and this is how low the bar is, okay? Like I'm trying to justify 16-year-olds in this position. Yeah, anyway. Yeah. I know she was like Anne Roclair or something. She wrote a few books under, or Anne Rampling as well. She had a couple pen names. Yeah. Yup. Shayna, thank you. But like peer pressure. I get so many comments saying, "Are you gonna read Lasher? Are you gonna read Lasher?" And I was like, all right. And now I'm doing it. I'm gonna have to read the last book. I'm doing it. I hope Teltos is the last book of this. I'm just praying it's not it gets better. Like please. Like please. I can't with this. It hurts my soul. A Court of Thorns and Roses. Okay, so yes. I hope you're having fun with that. That seems infinitely better than what I'm doing. I liked it too. I think I'm more of a Throne of Glass series kind of girl personally, but like I enjoyed it. It was fine. Bowl of instant ramen. I love to doctor up my ramen. I add a bunch of chili oil though, because like I like spicy. And then Greg will eat some and then just turn red. Bless his heart. He was the basis for Lestat. Oh, that says a lot about their relationship. She does use a lot of her husband's poetry in the beginning of her chapters or in the beginning of her books. That's also true. Oh, wow. So I got multiple ACOTAR readings happening. The Hold My Beer series. Like, I don't want to fuck with it. Like, I can't. I can't. uh, thank you, Jordan. I appreciate it. Hey, Ashley. Oh, like, I don't know. I'm going to go back to Vampire Chronicles after I finish this series of garbage. But I wanted to read this series at this point anyway, before I knew how awful it was, because I know, like, after this series is over, it kind of brings in the Mayfair Witches into Vampire Chronicles. So they're intertwined. I will have the whole knowledge base. So when they go back to Vampire Chronicles and they're bringing in Mayfairs, I know who everybody is. But I finally finished editing my video about the whole history of the Mayfair Witches. I filmed it like right after like New Year's. So like January 2nd. I filmed it so like my Christmas decorations are still up in the video. Like it's been a while. And mainly because every time I go to edit it, I hate it so much. Not like the video I did. I just hate the content that I'm like, I don't want to be here editing it, but I sucked it up and I finished it. So there will be a video about the history, the whole gross history. And this one just has just sexual assaults and children involved and just gross stuff all the time. Like this is the face I make. It's gonna stay like this because this is the face I make while reading it the whole time. Ugh. Let me see. Audiobook version. There is a graphic audio version. I did hear about that. I listened to it years ago, so I just listened to the normal one. Yeah. It's available for my patrons early. I think I'm going to try to release it on the YouTube and see if I get horribly demonetized because of how gross it is. We'll see. It might become patron exclusive, but right now it's up for patrons and channel members. But yikes. Taltos the best. Okay. I'm just praying for less gross sex, like the bare fucking minimum. Like I want so little. Yay. Well, I mean, I'm still here. So that's how I feel. Oh, no, it's graphic. The assault. I mind you, I'm only on page 213 of 578, and it's graphically on page. This assault. So just trigger warnings. I recommend checking them out. But yikes. Dear Lord, or like anything sex related, trigger warnings, basically. Anything related to sex, you're triggered, warning, all of it. And then also I would say body horror, definitely. There's a lot of body horror in this too, which I'm like, I'm fine with it at this point. I'm just like, I want less gross sex. Okay. Alyssa, hello, my dear. How are you? I feel. Okay, so I have all these tabs in it. I know. This is the only way I get through it. I literally stick a tab at the start of each chapter so I can like make many goals to get myself through the book. If I just had one goal, like I would suffer. Just knowing there's a sea of pages ahead of me. If I know like X amount of pages, I'm like, all right, I can like suck it up. So like I'm tabbing every chapter. Like this is the only way I'm getting through this book. But my reading goal are those pink ones. This is very elaborate, my reading method for this, but I plan on reading this over 5 days so I don't like damage my brain. And I'm almost done with the assigned reading for the day. So what I'm thinking is I will do the assigned reading, finish that, and then I shall read something I would actually enjoy. So probably my first sprint, I'll like finish the reading, I think, and then second sprint, I'm gonna read something I'm gonna enjoy because like I deserve it. But on that note, I've been chit chatting for a while, working Mandalorian ambiance. Okay, very cool. Thank you for listening, and I'm also nearly finished with Monstrous. Oh, very cool. I do love horror novels. Caramel Pecan. A role amused by Fluke right now. Oh, okay. There you go. I mean, I love horror too, but like, there's different kinds of horror. Very funny and charming. Loving it. Monsters is wow. Monsters is beautiful. But let's go ahead and do a sprint. And the suffering will end. Okay, let's do a 30 and we'll meet back up then and go. That was our sprint. I finished my assigned reading, the stuff I had to finish, so timed it perfect. I need a fucking break from this. Like, I could like read more tonight and get ahead on it, but like, do I need to? Or do I need to protect my own fucking sanity? I'm like 42% of the way through this. So I'm almost halfway done. I'm only halfway done. I hate it so much. Oh God. This is how I feel about it. The Dead Romantics. Okay. Oh, the flu. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm glad that you don't have it anymore. And yes, the duck, our duck friend. But yeah, I'm done with the reading I had to do today. So good. I'm gonna take my last couple notes down because I script as I'm reading, so I know what horrible things I have to talk about later. Yes, I'm gonna go grab the other book and just read something, a palate cleanser, because like, oh my God. Thinking of her grocery list. I think that's a fun one. Protect your sanity. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna just open something different. I need to. Like, I could get ahead on this. Like, part of me is just like, oh, I should be like, efficient and get ahead so I have less to do tomorrow. But I'm like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do it at all. Yep. It's summoning a chicken. Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to look that title back up because I know it was earlier in here. So many comments to go through. Oh, A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. There it is. Love that. Let's see. Very cool. Very good, Sharon. Blew up. Oh my. Rinse my dinner dishes, start a dishwasher. Oh, okay. You had a great sprint. You got so much done. Hold on, I'm gonna look up A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon by Sarah Holly. It looks fun. I'm gonna put that on my list of things to read because that seems like a good one. But yeah, this book is exhausting. It's just exhausting to read because I hate it. I'm in such a weird mood now because I'm also hungry. I'm like hungry and I hate this. So like my whole body just feels so discombobulated. Like I don't know how to like react to like life right now. Travel for a workshop. Okay. Sydney, very cool. Arranging travel is always difficult. When I have to do it for work, I tell everyone find your own shit and use my company card. if you're wondering how I handle it, if I'm trying to like coordinate team members flying places, find your own ticket and I'll just pay for it. So I just make them do it themselves. If you can do that, I recommend. Okay, very cool. No, I ate something today. I didn't eat a lot of stuff today. I had a fake chicken sandwich I made for lunch. So I ate something. That's it though. That's all I've eaten today. And the hunger has started again. So who knows? Maybe I'll make something around the house later. I have pantry stuff. I like making a pantry meal. I don't know. Greg and I call it a pantry night where we just like, what shit do we have around the house? Like we combine whatever we find to do a meal, and sometimes they turn out really good. So I think it's gonna be a pantry night. Let's see. I am done with my daily quota of the hate read. Like, part of me was like, "Okay, maybe I could tough it out and, like, get ahead," and I'm not gonna. I don't have to, and I won't, especially because 'cause I'm starting this other book early, so I'll be ahead on that one when I finish it. So, I think this is the best option. And also, I have to watch the new episode of Mayfair Witches tomorrow when it comes out on the app. So I'm just like suffering a lot right now. So that's about where I am with everything. Just suffering. Mhm. Just find your own ticket because I just we're all remote at my job. So like when we're flying people in, because like we fly people in a few times a year, so we're all in one spot. But like I don't know. I'm not gonna look up your address and what airport you're near. Like, find your own fucking plane ticket and I'll give you my card. Like, I'm not doing it. I refuse and you can't make me. Oh, yeah, there you go. You have someone else to do it for you. Like, yeah, now that I've just like grown a backbone and said, like, I'm not doing that. My life is better. Mashed potatoes and Big Bang Theory. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna go into full Highlander romance. Like, I'm gonna do like a Lindsay Sands Highlander romance. Like my TBR came out today. I can just say it's In Her Highlander's Bed by Lindsay Sands. I'm not like hiding that. It's already out. So yeah, I'm gonna switch over there because it's like the opposite of a book. I read a little bit of that. I think it will make my day infinitely better. I don't know. I think a lot of it's just frankly unfilmable. Like they're not gonna put a 13-year-old in sexual situations in the show. I highly doubt it. They've combined characters and also altered the family tree a bit. So, I mean, the family tree is really just like a solid stick at this point because there's no branches. Everyone's just inbreeding with each other always. Like cousins marrying cousins since always. They're just so inbred, it's insane, but, like, they have moved around people in the family tree. Like, in the show, they made Cortland and Carlotta siblings when they are not. They're cousins in the book. Although, I don't know, everyone's fucking each other, so who knows? But they weren't, like, siblings, they were, like, cousins. Uh, I can't with it. I think they're gonna leave out, hopefully, all of the sexual assault. I don't know where they're going, frankly. Like, it's so different already from the books that, like, fuck if I know. I don't know where it's going. Yes. Yeah, I do. I do. I'm gonna go do that. Yay, Sydney! Oh, book shopping trip in Sydney? I love that. Well, I hope you, like, have a wonderful trip. I don't know when it's happening, but I'm excited for you in general. Alright. So, I gotta finish taking my notes down, because I don't know. I just have to clarify what basically, I read the chapter and then I type a couple notes about the chapter because she has enormous chapters. They're like 80 pages long, and really not a whole lot happened. Like, I can write 3 sentences about what happened in this 80 pages, like so it's a lot of that. But yeah, so I have to write my note. I'm gonna go grab my book, and we should do a sprint. Let's do it because my stomach is, like, growling. I don't know if you can hear it, but, like, I can hear it. So let's do one more sprint, and then it will be dinner time, and life will be good again. So let me grab my duck friend. Hold on. All right, let's go to duck friend. Hold on, wait, more comments, hold on. Yeah, you know. I think Interview with the Vampire is genuinely a good book. So if you had to pick up something, wait, I think you were saying earlier you DNF'd. Anne Rice, you didn't have to interview the vampire, and then this gave up. So if you didn't like that one, you're not gonna like the rest. They just only get weirder. You can just see my videos if you're interested and find out what happened in them. I will do the public service for everybody. Anyway, let's do a sprint so I can like wash the horrible Lasher knowledge out of my brain for a minute. So let's go ahead and present my duck. There he is, little duck guy. All right, let's do a 30. I'm gonna go run and grab that book. And go. All right. That was the second 30-minute sprint. And I stopped reading Lasher because I hate it, and I started reading In Her Highlander's Bed by Lindsay Sands, which I like because it's Lindsay Sands. It's going to be fun, and immediately I'm so much happier reading it. I got to page 53, so I read a good chunk of it in that sprint. So I'm feeling good. I'm so happy I stopped reading that other book. Let's see what was going on. Yeah, other people. Yeah, well, I'm doing a public service. I'm reading all the Anne Rices. I've collected them all through lots of used bookstores and library book sales. So I have them all. I'm gonna read them. I'm just trying not to kill myself with it. Yeah. Well, I'll be doing them for you. Yeah, Billy, it's peer pressure solely. I did get it at a library book sale, so I only paid $1 for it. So at least I didn't go buy this full price somewhere. I've only invested $1 into reading this. So at least there's that. Hey, how are you? You're reading Losers by Harley LaRue. How are you doing? I know you're going through a rough time. So thank you for coming and hanging out. I hope everything's going okay for you. Hello, Larissa. How are you? Reading more Lisa Kleypas while making dinner. Love that. Snickers. Yes. Coming in with the quote. This is a mini Snickers book. I love that. For anyone who doesn't know, I refer to this series and a lot like it as a bag of mini Snickers, because like every mini Snickers you eat tastes exactly the same, but it's okay because you like mini Snickers. And this series, every book is kind of the exact same plot. But I don't care because I enjoy the plot. You're going to love the mess up in chapter 4. Oh, from Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. I need that. It sounds so fun. No, coffee everywhere. Oh no, that's the worst. Like, was it hot in your lap or was it iced coffee? I don't want you to burn yourself. Or the romances that are similar plot-wise. They're a bag of mini Snickers. They're all the same, but it's okay. I'm glad that that is spread from me to other people. Yes, oh no. Cassie, I'm assuming is cleaning, but I hope you're not burned. 19 pages. This book, it took a turn. I have no idea what's happening more. So that's the cannibalism book, Tender is the Flesh. I could see that happening. Oh no. The baby book. Oh. That's coffee abuse. I'm sitting here cackling so much the dogs are looking at me weird. Iced coffee. Oh no. Well, at least you didn't get burned. It's unfortunate that you have coffee everywhere, but it's not like, ow, I'm burned too. So like, I'm just putting a silver lining on it for you. If there can be one, there will be one. But yeah, so yes, I'm infinitely happy that I stopped reading Lasher for the night and started something a bit more fun to read. This is like one of those quick books too. I know it's like, how many pages is this? There's a little extra chapter in it from a different book. This is 347 pages, but these books, honestly, I can knock them all out in one day. They're such quick reads. Like honestly, I read 53 pages in the first sprint here. Like I could knock this out in like a few hours. I don't think I'm going to. I think I need a break from the written word for a moment because like Lasher is screwing with my life right now. Fair. Not this weird. Okay, so it's like there's a whole B plot here with the dogs going on. No, Batman's been cute lately. I took a picture of him. I think I put it on my Insta story, but he comes and hangs out with me during the day. So much glare. There you go. There's Batty. He sleeps with me, he gets on the couch, and I work out there, and I watch ghost shows while I'm working. And he comes and naps with me, and then this is my cat this morning taking a little sun bath and glaring at me because that's just kinda how he always looks at me. He loves me, he just that's just, like, his face. So, yeah. Yeah, Batty Bear, he comes and naps with me. He's been, like, vibing with, like, mom energy lately. He's like, "I want naps and cuddles," and, like, he's being really, like, sweet. Aw. I know, that's just kind of he does have resting grump face. He was also in the sun, so I'm assuming he's squinting, but he's also just kind of, like, all the time, like, "Ugh, you again?" The cat's name I had the cat before I had Batman, but, the cat's name is Cagney, like James Cagney, because when he was a kitten, he sounded like an old-timey gangster. So he's named after James Cagney, and, yeah, that's the cat. I'm allergic to cats, so that also puts, like, a damper in my relationship with the cat, but, like, he loves me, like, he'll let me, like, get all in his belly meat and just, like, give him all the belly rubs I want. Like, he trusts me, he just doesn't wanna hang out with me, you know what I mean? Maybe we really are family. He's like, "I love you, but I don't like you." I guess? I don't know, he's just his own little creature, but, he's a sweetheart. Allegedly. He also whines until we let him go out in the backyard, 'cause, like, he just discovered he likes being a wildcat in the backyard. So, like, every morning until he gets to go out and be in his grass, he'll, like, howl. So, he's a little guy. Yeah, James Cagney, or just Cagney the cat. You little baby. Anyway, I am going to go make some food because the stomach has not stopped growling. And I finished reading Lasher for the day, so that is something to celebrate. And I also have Highland romance delights. I love a good kilt lifter. I don't think I have any more Snickers on this month's TBR. I guess arguably you could say Monroe by Kresley Cole a little bit. It's part of the Immortals After Dark series, and the whole series is fairly episodic. Like, there's a slight overarching storyline throughout all of the books, but it's so slight that really you could pick up any book in the series and, like, just read it as a standalone, even though they are related to each other. So you'll see, like, characters that were in previous books show up and stuff, but you can read it as a standalone. And a lot of them do have similar plot structures. So maybe it's not necessarily a mini Snickers, it's like a bag of, like, all chocolate little candy bars that all kind of are similar to Snickers. You know, like Snickers and Three Musketeers and Milky Way, it's like that. So it's all kind of the same vibe. It's a grab bag. Yay. Like, I literally found the cat. Like, he was this big, like, he was like an infant, not an infant, but like a little baby, and, like, we waited so long for the mom cat to come back. She never came back. So, like, all of a sudden, I'm like, "Well, I have a fucking cat." Like, this is this how you get a cat? So, I literally found him. He was like a little baby. You would think he'd like me more, but no. Kresley is OG and starting to write again finally. Kresley had a lot of shit go down for several years, but she's coming back. She's coming back with stuff. Yes, a variety pack of chocolate bars. There you go. Yeah, it's a mini Snickers, or like a mini Snickers and then a Milky Way and then a Three Musketeers, where they're all kind of similar. Yep. I feel like cats just decide they live here now. Like, that's how you get a cat. They just come and be like, "Yes, this is mine now. Feed me." Which, like, I appreciate the hustle, honestly. Like, that's I appreciate the audacity there. Just to decide, "I live here now. Feed me." So, Yeah, but anyway, I found a cat, and then Greg adopted Batman, like, I don't know how long. I think maybe we've been dating for, like, a year, and he adopted him. I named him, so there's that. Mind you, just because Greg, like, went to the shelter and, like, he sent me a picture of him, and he was sitting on this little, like, little brick, planter thing. He was sitting on the edge of it, and his ears are pointed up, and I'm like, "He looks like Batman, but Gregory, he has a full erection." Greg, I don't know why I noticed it immediately, but I'm like, "This dog is rock hard." That was when Greg first met him. But yeah, he was Batman ever since then. He's our little guy. Yay! I love that you didn't, like, destroy the technology. Oh, okay, bookshelf cat. I don't know. We have to like build like areas. Like we'll get like his he has particular blankets he likes more than other blankets. Like it has to have the right like mouth feel because he'll like make muffins on them. So like we'll like make a cat trap. We're like put it all out so it's really enticing. And then Greg will just grab him and put him on it and be like and see if it sticks. That's how we get him to hang out with us. It's a whole elaborate system. But yeah, Batman rock hard. We met him. So yeah, he's our little guy. Um anyway, on that note, 169 pages done. Awesome job. You did great on these sprints. So yeah, I think it's dinner time. It's gonna happen. I will have a new video on Saturday for at least a little while. I'm not sure if it's going to stay up forever, but it is the history of the Mayfair Witches. Channel members and patrons, they get it all week for free. It went up yesterday for them, so they get several days head start on it. But it's going to go up. It might take it down, depends if it gets demonetized because it's gross. We will see. Black. Oh gosh. Like, she is the knight then. I love it. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat. There are videos coming in the near future. And yes, I will see you guys next week with more sprints. It'll be on the 8th, which is the day before my birthday. So I'm gonna like celebrate coming into my birthday. I guess it'll be a very special birthday episode of reading sprints. So we shall see. Because my birthday's the 9th, but we'll be here on the 8th having the funs. I can't speak anymore. I'm very hungry. I'm gonna just call it. Anyway, thank you for coming in, hanging out. Birthday sprints next week, and I will see you guys soon. All right, bye everybody. Goodbye.